Hey everyone, let me remove it real quick. Hey everyone, and thank you for joining Crystal and Misha do reality reviews. Hey Misha.
Hey, Crystal. Happy Sunday. Thank y'all for coming in. Make sure you say hello as you come in so we can say hi back.
Absolutely, absolutely. Girl, get it started. Thank goodness. RTL, this was the last episode. Next week is the what do you call it? Reunion. So
Yeah, I'm ready for that. I'm
I am
ready
ready
for
for that.
that.
I'm ready for that. So yeah, hey Sharon. Hey Z, how y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Hey,
So we're starting like
ladies.
30 minutes early, but y'all know how we do. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So first, I'm gonna tell you what. First of all, and I was watching, I think it was Chloe, and she said, first of all, I am tired of Donovan's little blue jacket, his blue bomber
The
jacket.
bombers.
I
Why?
have
That's
to
that's
agree.
what stood out to me. Why is he wearing a bomber
I
in
agree.
every scene?
I don't
And
understand
with
it. And
that red shirt, I think if you wear a white or a black shirt, it's passable. But the red shirt, it was just like no.
I just don't. I feel like it didn't put any effort in this outfit. I just feel like it's the same thing. Hey, first home.
Hi,
Say first
Monique.
same
First
thing
home.
every outfit. I mean, every episode or almost every episode. And he needs to switch it up. I'm tired of the bomber jacket. But I have to say, this I loved her parents. I love her parents. I like dad, and mom was so funny. Mom was so funny. I'm trying to remember everything that dad said. He did talk about the fact that he cheated on his previous marriage, and he said, "Well, how can I guarantee that you're not going to do that to our Carmen?" But he did. He gave his dad what for. He let him know. Yeah. So I did like that. I didn't. Um, I wasn't too mad at that. I like the dad. I don't know. I just like the dad. What did you think?
I first of all, like I've told you, I'm a PK, a preacher's kid. My grandparents were pastors, so I'm used to church people. So
Mm-hmm.
Karma's mom, when she said, "Do you believe in Jesus Christ, the Son,
Right.
the Father, the Holy Ghost, the Holy Trinity?" I'm not talking about just God. I'm not talking about the universe. Do you believe in God? I say yes.
Yeah.
Like I have met like Carmen's mother. I've met a ton of women just like her, so
Yeah.
I was like, yes. And I don't think Donovan really got what she was saying. I don't think he
No.
fully understood. But Carmen's mom was with it. And I was like, oh, okay, that's where Carmen gets it from. Because they like to say we PKs is freaky or whatnot. But yeah, I
Okay.
like the mom. I was not expecting that from the mom.
Right. Oh no.
I
But
was not
you know the
expecting her to
slip
be
back.
sanctified, filled with the Holy Ghost. I was not expecting
Right.
that.
But you know that type of woman that like just sit back and watch how he
Hmm.
move and watch how he talks to her
That's
father.
what she
And she
did.
just said, "Okay, I'm just gonna sit back and I'm just gonna listen, and then I'm gonna come in with the kill." So I liked her. She was like, "I don't care," and all this other stuff that you talking. But do you believe in Jesus Christ? That's what I want to know. And he
Hmm.
said, "Well, what did he say? Denomination. I was raised Catholic." She said, "That's not what I'm asking you. That's not what I'm talking about." So I was like, "Okay,
Right. She
mom,
was
just
with
coming with
it.
it."
I was all here for it.
I was here for it. I loved it. I loved
Hi,
it.
Anissa. Thank you for joining the live. Shout out to
Yes.
Anissa. I love your comments. She's always showing support and commenting on my videos. So thank you so much for being here, Anissa.
You think they raised her too much, Holy Ghost? I don't think so at all. I think Carmen knew when she split from her parents because Carmen know how to serve the girls. Carmen know if she raised her too much like the Holy Ghost, she would have been a little bit more reserved. Carmen, I don't
No,
know about too much.
I think I get what she's saying. I think it's people have too much, they're too into God. I don't know how to say it like the right way, but they're they're too how do you say this?
But see,
Because I feel like I love God, you should be into God, but some people they're too deep in it where it turns people away, where it
I
makes people resent the church or kind of what do you call it?
But they have a different
rebel against the church.
they interpret the Bible differently. They interpret the church differently. They interpret their religion and their spirituality differently. I agree with that, but I also think, to me, it seems like when Carmen, became an adult, she knew how to mix the two. Yes, I believe in God, but I still know how to, get mine. She just gave me that. I didn't even know Carmen was a Christian or had this trade. Like, yes, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I don't know what her belief is now, but I definitely I bet I want to bet that she probably had a moment where she was like, I'm not going to church for a while, or I'm not doing this, doing that, because of how she was raised. Because it's like too much of it can push you away. Too much of it does the opposite. It does more bad than good.
Now, I will agree with that. Too much of it, and then you, especially like you're in college and you've got a lot of different things coming at you. I can understand that. So this is Joy and Clifton with Joy's sister. What did you think of this?
It was cute. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I didn't really get much of it. Like, I didn't get much of what the sister thought or whatnot. Like, the big thing here is not Carmen. What is the girl named? Joy. Joy going away for 6 months. That's the big talk that's going on whenever you see them. And that's basically what it was just, do you think he can handle it? Do you think he's okay with that? And I don't know, it seemed like the sister liked him. I don't remember if she even gave like her opinion on him or not, but it was cute. Like, they're always cute. They have cute moments, cute scenes. But yeah, it just seems like that's the big thing that's on the table right now, is can he handle it?
Miss Creative, I'm so done.
We didn't say right now.
So first of all, I want to make light of something. So we were talking about Donovan's jacket. Did you see how Clifton was dressed when he walked in with the red?
I was like, does he have a skirt on?
Yeah, I was like,
I guess the flannel twisted to the side. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, wait a minute.
I was a little confused.
Is Clifton all of a sudden from Seattle? Is he like all of a sudden grunge? Like, where did this come from? This wasn't Clifton all season. Then all of a sudden he's from grunge. Did she say, well, I'm wearing my black glitter jacket, so Clifton wore his leather jacket? I didn't get it. I was like, are you grunge now? I didn't understand.
I think he was just trying to be swagged out, and I was like,
yes. I was like, what is happening? Where did Clifton get this? Where happened to the sweater? What happened to the Cosby sweaters, Clifton? Bring back. So that's what I was thinking. So, okay. Yes,
he didn't look that bad.
He didn't look bad, but it just looked like him.
The flannel or twisted it right, it wouldn't have looked that bad. But he a little too big to have stuff tied around his waist. Yeah. But
AW, I agree. I was like, was he listening to Pearl Jam? Was Eddie Vedder in the car with him? That's what I was.
It wasn't that bad. He looked all right. I think he wasn't bad. It was just to impress Joy's family, but.
Okay, so let's go. Okay, so this conversation, I feel like it was edited to the nth degree. They only had like 5 minutes, and we saw the affection, and then Clifton left, and her sister said, I just wonder how is he going to adjust to the distance, and I remember saying a couple weeks ago that if this has been a 3-month process, then she's leaving in a couple of weeks. And now so I was right, she's leaving in a week. So yeah, they just cut to the chase, and they put in the affection. I can see how much you care for him. I can see how much you like him, but you're leaving in a week. And that was it. It was okay because we know Clifton and Joy's been the only solid couple, right? So now on the final day or the final couple of weeks, they got to create something to have an issue with. That's it.
Yeah, all we got was I can't wait to have sex with you.
Yeah. Are we gonna get to that scene in a second? So
I don't know if I had put a clip of that in there, but
right.
Maybe I did. Never mind.
I think it was thrown in because they were like they needed something else to flirt about because they were like, we know, let's just put a button on this, that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oops, y'all, you know I need mouse control. 1 second. Okay, Lord, I'm gonna start with the fun. I'm gonna start with the good, y'all. Okay, that's what I'm doing apparently this episode. So Dakia's mother is very pretty, and she almost looks like her older sister,
A
or she looks
carbon copy,
I
like a
said,
time machine. Like that's probably what the mom looked like 20 years ago.
absolutely. I said, "Oh, that woman just spit that girl out. That is Dakia." So, and
Look at the
and
dress. Look at the weave. It's like identical. The
I,
earrings.
yes, she's probably wearing, except for probably kitten heels. That is Dakia right there. So, I was like, "Wow." Other than that, I just thought that this was just a nice brunch. It seemed like the mom and the brother, and almost like production said, ask him the serious questions, ask him the tough questions. The kid kept stopping them because the kid's like, we ain't even there yet. Stop asking him about his credit. Stop asking him about this because I don't care. I just felt like this was this was just a nice brunch. This is not anything serious. Don't ask him like the serious tough questions because we're not there yet. So
But
yeah.
see, this is why I think this is why Sabrina said what she said last episode to Demetrius. Like, we're not in the place for us to
Hmm.
be meeting family. And she kind of got flack for it, but I kind of wish Dakia would have said the same thing. Because if
Yeah,
you're going to have off limit questions and stuff like that, they don't really need to be meeting him yet.
I
So,
agree. I totally agree. Why was this even put in? Because I felt like every 5 minutes, or really was only about 5 or 10 minute little get together. It was probably a 2 hour meeting, but it was cut. To me, if you're not trying to hear all of those, tough questions, why meet him? So yeah.
right.
Okay, so this is where she
Okay.
asked. So she said, "Well, I just want to meet with you because I feel like it's hitting you now, and it's not hitting me yet because it'll probably hit me the day of." And I think she's right. I think that she is in a place where it's not hit her yet until he's like gets her to the airport and drops her off. That happens with people. Two people are in a
Right.
different mindset because she's done this before, the 6 months on, 6 month off, but she probably hasn't done this while dating somebody seriously and really interested in somebody. So it hasn't really hit her yet. Um, Clifton, it's hit him, but he's like, I'm just gonna have to deal with it. I'm just gonna have to adjust it. It was sweet when she started to tear up, but I was like, he should have moved closer to her sooner. He should have sat next to her and like put his arm around her sooner and said it'll be
Crystal, he
okay.
could not fit between them tables. Look at that space.
I'm gonna give you that. I didn't even think about that until just now. I will. That's my friend. That's why you Misha, because I didn't even think about that. You are absolutely right. He's like, I want, and he grabbed her hand, but he did not move over to her soon enough to me. But it's probably about that. Um, and then he went over and he comforted her. It is what it is at this point. If you're, you know, if you're interested and you want to try to make it work, you try to make it work. That's it. Go ahead. What were you gonna say though? Oh, and then she
I,
said the sex thing. I'm excited to send for you to send me off right. That's it.
it was too much. I agree with Joshua. Joy and Clifton was acting like
Where is it?
Mexico wasn't just a plane ticket away. I mean, what is the big deal?
Right.
That's what I feel. I feel like it's not like maybe they just don't have nothing else to talk about for them. I
Yep.
feel like they were making this whole Mexico thing, even when they're waiting until episode 9 or 10 to even mention that this girl goes away for work. I felt like they didn't have nothing else to talk about with them. Like there was nothing
No,
else
no,
for them
no,
to
no
play
real
off of.
dilemmas.
Cause
Yeah.
it's not that big of a deal. It's not like
And honestly, I get the impression that they have talked about this in at nauseum on the phone or with each other. But now that the camera, what do they always say? Well, we need a storyline. We need a way to button it up or put it together. So they wanted to have this last conversation with them. But to me, I felt like they've already talked about it. It's a plane right away. I think it's like 2.5 hours, and they'll figure it out. Yeah. Hmm.
Hmm.
A toddler and another kid. Yeah, but I'm listen.
But he's a man. It would be
Hmm.
different if this was Tina and Tina was having to figure out how to get on a plane and leave her kid. But he'll be fine.
He'll be
He
fine.
will be absolutely fine with getting on that plane.
Exactly. And he doesn't have to do it like every month or every 2 weeks, but he can figure it out. He can figure it out. Yeah. So this time, I feel like was didn't Paul was the first one to say I choose myself, right? He said it, and
Yeah,
then
that's the way they edited. Yeah.
yeah, good point. That's the way they edited it. But we knew that this was going to happen. Okay, so let's talk about this for a few minutes, y'all. Misha, do you think, because a lot of people are saying this, do you think that Dakia or Paul should have self eliminated?
I don't. I mean, with Dakia, I'll say more so Dakia. Yes. I don't know. Paul did seem to have options at some point.
Hmm.
Like he did seem to be in someone's top at some point throughout the season, even if it wasn't for long. But Dakia, it was like she was everybody's number two. Like nobody was going to choose her at the end of the day. I think so. I felt like she should have self eliminated sooner. But yeah, I just feel like
See, and we've been talking about the fact that production's been picking and choosing who they want to self eliminate or who can self eliminate and who can't. But I don't know. Paul has in the beginning had Precious. He had a couple of people, and Dakia up until so she says up until the little retreat. Clifton was um somebody that was eyeing her, but that's what she thought. So I feel like yeah, Dakia more so could have self eliminated. I just don't think that she's the type to self eliminate. Mm.
she should have, but here's the thing: Dakia isn't attracted to Paul, but Paul isn't attracted to Dakia. If
Mm-mm.
Paul, so that's kind of another reason why Paul should have self eliminated. You know, you like younger girls. You went after Precious. You went after Tina. That's what you like. You don't like women like Dakia, and that's no shade to Dakia because she is wonderful, established, all that good stuff. But Paul has a type. He knows what he likes. So to try and force this thing with Dakia and give her this "you are every woman" speech every time he meets with her, it was just like, what was all this for?
And it frustrates me. I'm like, Paul, are you trying to open up your own um um spoken word lounge like every time? Like it's the same thing. And I'm not even, hey, we need to words of affirmation, y'all. We always talk about like, your self-worth and everything. But at the same time, I just feel like every speech he has said that to her. And the key is a great woman. She's an engineer. She owns her own dance studio. She does have it going on, but the crop of guys on this show was just not for her. It was just not the one. This was just not for her.
I think I
And they
was
don't
kind of
see it. They just don't
sensing.
see her like that.
I feel like she was a little jaded because she didn't get to self eliminate first. I felt like she had this whole speech, like "I choose me" speech, like tugged up inside of her.
Locked and
And
loaded.
then Paul said what he had to say. She's like, "Okay, well, let's go." And
I
it
agree.
was like,
She's got that I choose me speech locked and loaded. She wanted to be the first one to say it. I agree with that. What did Sharon just say?
Zakiya had her reservations, and I don't think she would have accepted anyone just to stay. But she did.
But she did though. That's what I think. I think that she did to stay to the final episode, knowing that she wasn't gonna that her and Paul weren't a good match after the
Mhm.
show. What did Miss Creator say? Well,
Takia may have money, but the men were not checking for her like that. And that's, I don't want to start that discussion.
Yeah, we're gonna, because this is that's gonna be a long discussion. We might have to have our own live on that because the kid does
because
have it going on.
it's
It's
not
just
enough. It's like, it's even been in the media, the whole boss bee attitude and stuff, and being established is good, and being about your business, accomplishing things, that's important, but it's not everything.
And sometimes, and the sad thing is, and I do think that, and I am going to use the sad thing is because you can have all of those things, but like Carmen, you have all of those things, but you have that little extra like sass about you. That's the ones to get chosen. Unfortunately, I mean, I got it out going on, but never mind. But maybe I don't. So, okay. This is Donovan and Carmen. This was a pretty dress of hers. She pulled it. She buttoned it up the last 3 episodes.
It was the kiss for me. I was like, did y'all have to kiss each? I was like, why y'all opening y'all mouth that wide?
Right.
Like,
I thought that's so funny. I thought that too. I didn't want to see it either, but I kind of expected it with Clifton and Joy. But I was like, what is happening?
But with so I watched Sabrina. She had an interview this weekend, and when it came to her connection with Donovan, she said there was an attraction, but we didn't have a connection.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of what I felt like with everyone. That's what I felt like with his connection with Carmen. It's just an attraction. There's not a connection there that's kind of bringing them together. But right, they was slobbing it down. I was like, child, no. But that's what I think when I see these two. I just think it's an attraction.
I think it's an attraction. It's a weird mutual understanding. It's like people that like are they work good together. You understand what I mean?
Yes.
That's what I felt like.
That's what he said he wanted. He said he wanted work well together, gets along with others when he was reading through his Indeed list.
Yo, you're right. He did say that. He had this whole like resume sounding thing. Yeah, I was like, what are y'all are kissing. Okay, keep going. Oh, this was sweet. This was sweet because he did get a little choked up. Like he's like, this, I don't do this often. So I did think that this was sweet. Yeah, I thought I really appreciated this. Not just the scenic view, not just the he got a little choked up to me or something. He was just like, ooh, this is not something I usually do. I'm going to have to, the camera's on me. I'm going to have to pull it together and do this speech. So I thought that was really sweet. What did you think about this?
It was cute. Like they're really like, they do cute stuff. Like they do little flirty, cute stuff. So it's like, hey, that's cute. The little cardboard with the yes or no.
Oh, that was so cute. Okay. I thought that cardboard was really cute. I thought it was sweet. I thought he would do something else, like give her a little. I didn't Donovan give Carmen like some kind of, what did he give her?
Did he give her something?
Was there more than just the flowers, you guys? I thought there was something else, but I could be wrong. But I did like the cardboard. You know what? It also reminded me that not only did they're attracted to each other, they work well together, but they like to have a good fun time and be silly together. That's what I like. The Clifton and Joy.
Trip.
Yeah, they like to be silly together.
I think that's plane tickets.
Plane tickets.
I guess he's taking her on a trip. What is his name? Donovan.
I heard that. Yeah, that he's taking her on a trip. Okay. Oh, that's right. It was the trip. Okay.
But we're going to get into Put a Ring on It. This is season 3, episode 5, I want to say. But thank y'all so much for tuning in. Make sure you hit the like button and make sure you're subscribed. And
make sure you're subscribed. Let's get it going. Yeah. Let's get into the real nitty gritty. Ooh. Okay, so you know what's funny about this is I knew that this was going to happen.
This was hilarious. I was like, first of all, to Lachey, whatever her name is. She is a go-getter.
Yes.
She's not going to let an opportunity pass her by.
Mhm.
So this totally made sense for when she sat down. I was like, oh, there's food already here.
Yeah.
Oh,
So did you?
I didn't even get to order yet. I'm hungry.
I'm starving. Are you starving? You hungry? I'm hungry. You hungry? I was like, oh, this is. And she's like, I'm looking at this man and this beard and this red sweater. I'm like, I'm hungry. So yeah, she is a go getter. I look. Is it the
But
Shane?
not he hit her with the same line that he gave Shay when he's like, "Oh, you looking good," blah blah blah. He all looked her up and down. I was like, "Child, ain't this some?"
Right. But so what's her name? Shay gets in the car. I was talking to you. I was not talking to her. And she's on 20. She's having a fit. She gets in the car just cussing and fussing. And they leave. Girl, do you see your man was not paying attention to you? And all of this because he did not acknowledge her. He never acknowledges you. Okay. So that whole scene was that whole. I knew this was going to happen though. I mean, they're talking to each other across table to table, and she just moved right over to his table. I said, "You might as well have dinner with him, because he ain't. Listen, get your meal, girl. He is handsome."
I just want to ask, if you were in the same situation and that plate of food was there, would you have ate the food off that plate?
I would have asked for a fresh plate though. I would have said,
Okay.
I don't know what this was, but can you make me a fresh fried rice, or mix up some new salmon for me, because it's now is halfway on the floor. It's cold. I got to go wash my hands because I was about to throw my plate at this girl. So yeah, I would have asked for another plate, but I would have definitely ate with this man.
Right.
Listen, don't let this opportunity miss me. Am I in the right? Did I go? Okay, sorry, y'all. Y'all know. There. Okay, so so before you go, Misha, y'all, I don't know if you guys seen the ITMs with this guy. His name is Tavi, but with this beard, he needs to not wear turtlenecks. That looked so creepy to me. He was wearing a black turtleneck, and then his beard flushed into the turtleneck. It was horrible. It was horrible. It did not look good. He's a handsome guy, but it just did not look good when he the turtleneck with the beard, and then I was all black on black on black. Other than that, when he came in, what's his name? Kenneth frisked him and was trying to make a spectacle of the whole thing. What did you think of that?
I thought what is his name? Kenneth. I thought he played it cool.
Something like that.
He played it better than he things could have went a lot more left than that. So I thought he played it cool. The dude, I forget the date's name, but his voice was a little too high, like for me. I don't know. It didn't like, maybe it's just me, but I was just like, I would like him to have a little bit more bass in his voice. But
I can understand that.
Why are they bringing? Listen, they're bringing every single one of the dates. So they bring Fonzo, all the video girl, Vibe magazine looking girls. Then they bring her like these chiseled out, like Tyler Perry film, because Tyler Perry always got the muscular, bodybuilding looking men in his movies and stuff. So she getting all the Tyler Perry actor looking dates. Then Kenneth gets all the I just want to go to the club type of girls.
Exactly.
And I'm like, what is happening?
Jonathan's all the same thing. Miss Creative did not see it. So I loved his attitude. I'm not talking about his attitude or his personality. I do hear what you're saying a little bit about his voice was very even tempered. It wasn't a deep voice. But when he was wearing the black turtleneck and his beard is dark, and he was wearing a black shirt. He had an ITM where he's sitting on the couch. So that made me think. So what you were
Oh, I didn't even
saying,
catch that.
yes, he had a, and so when they have when the dates have ITMs, that they might have a second date, right?
Right.
He was wearing black on black, and it looked like he did not have a neck. It looked really, it was all flushed.
Well, he
So
don't have a neck technically,
tech,
so
technically, mm, yeah. So yeah, it's all the same type of people that are applying to these positions, applying for these dates. So Shorty finally relaxed because the beginning of the date, she was like, "That's him. That's my boyfriend right there. That's him. That's him." She could not pay attention, but he said, "Let's just laugh it off. Let's have a good time. Let's, not even pay attention to that." So I did like his attitude. I liked his personality.
right.
Um, and he opens gyms up like he's got. Uh, I don't know. I just felt like he has um some ambition about him. Even if this isn't his be all and end all, like this is not what he
Mhm.
wants to do forever. I just felt like he had something going, and this is not what he wants to do for the rest of his life, but he had more to do, or he wanted to do more. Don't worry about it. He ain't nothing. Yeah, I agree with you. All of these girls, she was like, "Do you go out still?" So she's from California. She's
Oakland,
from Oakland. Okay, that's what I was gonna say.
Bay Area. Let me
Yeah.
stop.
So he could not concentrate, and I don't know. I just feel like
He
Kenneth
never
is the
can
same
concentrate,
guy. Yeah, that's
even
what I'm
if
about to
she's
say. He's
not
the
in the
same
room.
guy,
He brings the same attitude to
same
every date.
every
But
date is the
we'll get into
same.
what Shorty said. But
Right. So every date, Kenneth is the same attitude, same personality, same thing every date. He can't concentrate. He doesn't know what to do. These girls got to pull his personality out of him. So finally, this girl made him relax and just, I don't know, just not even think about it, just relax. So that was a little better. I don't know. I think that he's going to ask her for a second date too. I just feel like he liked the fact that she helped him to relax and stuff like that. So yeah.
mm-hmm.
Hmm. Let me make sure. Okay. So this, what's her name? Shay. I was
Yeah.
like, Shay, you're lying to yourself. She said that just normally I would never let a situation take me out of my personality like that. I would never act like that. I normally that just it all stems from the fact that Fonzo would just not acknowledge me. Why do you care? That was the whole point, was for him not to acknowledge you. He was doing what he was not supposed to acknowledge you. Why do you want this man to acknowledge you so much? So then we get into more of the backstory.
Mm-hmm.
So they were supposed to go to Vegas and get married, and then they get there. They didn't know that they needed um a Las Vegas witness, right? So they go back. Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm skipping something. The time they were supposed to get married was the same day that
Yeah.
some girl DM'd her, or she saw some pictures, said that he's the love of my life. And so what, and Dr. Ponytail asked, so what did you do? Did you still go to, she said, I still went to get married. I was like, stop, the press is right there. You still wanted to marry this man after this girl says that he's the love of your life. That says that, and this girl has given you evidence on evidence on evidence that he's at least doing something he should not be doing. Whether he's doing everything, whatever, that there's a trust issue. You still went to get married.
Right. I feel like I don't know if she like what her beliefs are, but I'm pretty sure she got some prayer warriors in her family because God tried to stop her twice. He
Twice.
sent
Thank
the
you.
DM, then he blocked the marriage certificate from
Hmm.
happening, but she still wanted to sit there and go through with it. That's like God can only intervene so much. God gives us a choice. He will give us signs, he will give us discernment, but it's ultimately our choice. So it's like you still choosing to be dumb is I don't know what,
And then
but
and then Dr. Nicole, oh, no, I'm sorry. Is her name Nicole?
yeah.
I'm so sorry because I'm so used to calling her Dr. Ponytail. I was like, oh my gosh, what is her real name? But anyway, Dr. Nicole has said to her, so now it's up to you to make a choice if you want to stay in this. And she said, but then I know that if I walk out, then it's going to be for good this time. Okay,
Right.
then do that. So
Right.
she just doesn't want to do that because she knows she wants to, she's comfortable in her dysfunction in girl, we cannot be comfortable in the dysfunction anymore. But and then she's really upset. She was like, normally I would not let anybody take me out of act like that and take me out of my personality like that. Sweetheart, you've done that before. You just want yours. Oh gosh. Anyway. Mm-mm.
I just feel like, whew, where do I even begin? Okay,
This
what
is
was I
so
about to
funny.
say?
Miss Creative say, when did that happen? When did she become a
I
Christian? When
didn't
did
say
she?
she was a Christian. I said I don't know if she's a Christian, but I bet her family is, because them prayers they praying over her definitely. God tried. God tried. You can't say God didn't try. But I just feel like what are you trying? Why do you want to be married to this man so bad? There's already disrespect, a disregard. So that's what you want to marry. You want to seal the deal on being disrespected, disregarded, not acknowledged. Is that what you want to do permanently? Like, I
Yeah.
don't think she's thinking of it that way. I really think she thinks, oh, when we're married, then people will respect our relationship. Then, well, no, you just going to continue in the mess permanently.
Right.
That's all it is. So I don't know
And
what
it's going to
that's
be a married mess. Now you're married
right.
and he still won't acknowledge you. He still won't bring you around his family. He still won't introduce you to all the kids and he still won't uh, uh,
Right.
yeah, it's gonna be the same thing, and that's really sad. Like we always talk about struggle love, and we always talk about you not knowing your self worth, and I'm like, but this girl, she has a lot going for her, but she just wants because she struggled for 3 years, and she said, I have left him before, but I just keep going back, and you just got to stop struggling. You got to stop and know what you. And honestly, in this, and I got to give a shout out to Dr. Nicole on this one too. She said, you really need to figure out what you want. I was like, all right, Dr. Nicole. Yeah, you got to figure out what you want because you don't
I
want to
think
struggle
he
anymore.
will marry her. But like it was the first time, it was just a shut up ring. Like, I don't
And then
think he'll.
took the ring back though.
Yeah, because it didn't shut her up.
Shay loves the
But
lifestyle that Fonzo provides for her through his association with Rick Ross. That's just sad. That's sad.
mm-hmm.
Okay, so this is the boys' night in. This is the pool party, pool table with the boys, and what's his name is wearing skinny jeans and booty and red booties. Fonzo actually gave him good advice, which was so funny that he's
I
like,
was like, this. Why was he being so positive
yeah,
here? Like, it. I don't know.
I didn't get it. I was like, so what you're doing. Yeah, he actually gave Kenneth good advice, but then he's still acting up. He's still doing what he wants to do with women, but he thinks he's got his stuff together. What is AW saying?
If Shay's just enamored with the lifestyle, she needs to be quiet and let that man cheat and please. We've been saying that.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's sad though. So, I got the impression though with this pool party with the boys that and I what's his name? Otis is still not ready. He's not interested. And we're going to get to the end scene in a second. Um but I just don't think that I think that he wants to live and I think he wants to, have her around, but is he ready to get married? No, he doesn't. Well, not to her.
Otis just, to me, he seemed disengaged. Like, I don't know if he's
Mhm.
not taking this seriously or if he's just there to promote his little chef skills or
I
what
agree.
whatnot. But I don't know. It just seemed like the guys were trying to talk and he's just like, well, I just learned to be quiet and blah blah. No, you
Yeah,
didn't, because you
but I'm
go
just
tit for tat
exactly.
and back and forth with old girls. So like, what are you
And then
talking
he
about?
said the craziest thing. He said, "I'm just done with the arguing. I don't want any more fighting, no more arguing." What are you talking about? That's your favorite thing.
You're the one starting it. It's
Yes, you are the one starting it. Okay,
listen.
you go first.
Okay, so this was like what?
Yep.
Because Shorty just went in
Yes.
on Mr. Kenneth, talking about he likes women that are out of his league, and he presented himself to be more established than he is. He's not financially responsible. She said somebody his economic. He's economically. I don't know what she.
Unfit or economically
But
not
she said he
sound.
ain't got no money. That's what she was saying. He ain't got no money. He don't pay no bills. And I was like, what? Like, I
Yeah.
just didn't see this coming. This is why I just think she is afraid of being alone, because it's like as soon as these dates start coming in, that's when you see her sort of talking to him like this. And then, but I think the men were right. Fonzo told him, you need to get established, work on your stuff, get things in order, so she doesn't think that it's okay to
To
talk to
talk to
you
you like
like
that.
that, or she doesn't like. Here's the thing, like when people bring up discussions about stay-at-home dads or stay-at-home husbands, there's certain women that can respect a man doing that, they can honor that, but certain women like Shorty, they don't respect that. They need to be with a man that makes more than them, that's doing more than them, that's a leader, blah, blah, blah. They need that in order to respect the man. And she's
Mhm.
not that woman. Like, she's not that woman that can handle a man like Kenneth and still respect, value, and honor him. So why be with him?
Shorty,
Why?
it was so funny because in the beginning, it's almost like she started off slow, and then I said,
I didn't
"Oh,
see
girl,
no slow.
you."
She
She
was
broke him down
all
to the white meat.
gas. That's why she
No,
wore. That's why they wear
it's
that
almost like
green, because she
she
was
said,
all
"Yeah, she seems fine, but
pedal to the
he does
metal.
this where he, goes for girls that are, not really that are out of his league." And then I was like, "Girl." Then all of a sudden, I said, "Oh, she broke him down to the white meat." I was like, she just went in. I mean, I was like, and he was, and it was when I tell you it was slow, I think it was slow at first because he still had his arm around her. He still had his arm around the shoulder. Then all
Right.
of a sudden, he pulled his arm back and he started looking like and had that look on his face. It was so funny because I said, out of his league. And then she just kept going and kept going and kept pushing and kept just like jabbing, jabbing, jabbing. So I agree with you that Shorty needs to respect the man, and also she said that when I first got with him, he said that he had all of these things going on,
Hmm.
that he gave me all of these promises that he was this type of ambitious, and that he had 10 or 20 things going on. He may have done two of them. Like, she just, when I tell you, she did not start, it was like a tinge of, okay, it's gonna be, and then all of a sudden just jab, 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 jab. I said, girl, you need to just stop talking, just stop saying words, because I mean, she just broke him down to the white meat.
But if
And
he
I know, and it's
told
almost
those
like the
terrible
reason why I say
things,
this is because I said, "Do you even hear yourself? Do you hear
right?
your people that think they're being sweet, but are really just, like I said, just jabbing like that?" And so much so that she just kept talking. She just kept putting him down. That I was like, "You don't think that what you're saying is rude? You don't?" I don't. I was like, "Gosh." So I agree with you that she needs to respect him. It's almost like you just said, it's not even that she wants him to make the same amount or be doing exactly what she's doing creatively, or she doesn't need him to be a banker, but she wants him to be making more. She wants um that banker or that six-figure man. He's, by that time I was already in love with him. Like when he did said he was going to be doing this and he was going to be doing that. And now when I noticed that he's not doing half of those things, I'm already in love with him. Now I'm invested. I was like, girl. So yeah, I don't know about him being emotionally abused. I do think that he can do what he wants to do, even if he doesn't want to do what he told her he wanted to do years ago. He can just not do what just get out of the situation. But he's like, if I get out of the situation, I'm not being a man. Like he thinks that I need to prove myself to her. That's what I think. Yeah.
I agree with Stay Tuned Reviews. He says Shorty is trying to get Kenny to fall in love with someone else so that she can make a clean getaway. She's playing chess, not checkers.
I agree with that. That's interesting. Stay Tuned Reviews. I think you're right. I definitely think because she really wants him to meet somebody else. She really is excited for him to go on these dates. I totally agree.
Listen, Monique done found her a new friend. She done been in Mr. Kenny's DMs. And yeah, she she went in there to ask him his age because I think you asked in our last live, and then he responded, and they little chip chat buddies now. So
Okay, so y'all, he said that he's 35 in this last episode. Do you really think he's 35?
how else old would he be? But
25?
oh, I guess. But he said he has a kid.
He has a
He has a
7-year-old.
daughter.
Maybe he is 35.
Yeah, so I don't know. What?
Okay. So I want to start in the beginning. So they're talking about this one, they didn't even cover, or if they covered it, we didn't see it. They edited it out about him kissing her while they're sitting there in the yoga studio. I actually wanted to hear what she had to say about that, but and him, cussing and was like really angry about that, but doesn't matter because in front of Dr. Ponytail and the rest of the crew, he says, well, when I DM'd her, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, yeah, because it sounds like, when I looked at her on her Instagram, we got a couple people in common. And he's saying it's no big deal. So to me, one, there's a couple reasons why I appreciated her doing this, because he wanted to lay down ground rules. Oh, well, we're not going to do this. We're not going to do that. These are just dates. We're not going to, he wanted to be, this is just a dating scenario. We're not going to do any of these things. And then he goes and does the stuff that he has told her that he didn't want her doing. He wants to, and then that he keeps scolding her about, right? But also, the funniest thing during this scene was Shay's face. Shay was like, get him. I agree with her. He shouldn't be DMing nobody. Shay's face the whole time.
Shay is the friend that you do not call. Like sometimes
Absolutely.
you call a friend when you need them to talk you down, stop you from doing. Do not call Shay.
Do not call Shay. Shay was winding. Shay would be the friend to wind you up. Shay was like, get him, and Shay was like, he should not be DMing nobody. Like Shay's face.
Shay high key was like, see, it's not just me.
Exactly.
It's I'm not crazy. Everybody do
these
this.
Men, girl,
anybody would do what I did.
That was so, Shay's face was so funny. But let's go back to this. This man, he kept saying, well, we got friends in common. Well, it's no big deal. It's not just two friends. It looks like we got a whole bunch of friends in common. You don't see anything wrong with that when you scold her every 5 seconds about how you think she should act and you DM'd her. So I just I agree with her. Her saying, no, we're done. We're done. We're done. And it doesn't even matter. The reason why it doesn't matter, and it's not even jealousy. I really don't think that she's jealous. I think that she's angry because he puts all of these uh what do you call it, manosphere, misogynistic views upon her, and the man is the leader, and the I do what I say type of thing, and she has been
Mhm.
following that, and then he does the opposite. I don't even think it's with Shay is jealousy. With her, she was like, did you seriously DM her? I don't even care that you got people in common. The fact is, we talked about this, and you didn't want me to have the outside friends. This was a problem all around. Go ahead.
I think Otis, this is tactic. This is
Mm-hmm.
strategy. This is not just like oh, I just remembered. No, he purposely he had intentions for saying that in front of everybody.
Right.
He could have
Agreed.
easily waited till he got in the car, something. He purposely said that in front of everyone.
I
So I
agree.
understand why she was mad off that aspect. I don't know if it would have consumed me that much, but then again, I'm not in that relationship. But the thing,
The
it's
issue
consuming
was,
her because he does this all the time, and she's
yeah,
not getting that it's his strategy and tactic to show her that he's the boss,
that
that
he's the
he's
boss.
the lead, that you listen to what I say. Doesn't matter what I do. You
First
need to
home just
listen
said
to
it.
me.
I think Otis did this as another microaggression towards her. Absolutely. And that's why she was another reason why she was mad. Not just the DMs, but because he didn't talk to her after just them one on one. You're going to do this in front of everybody? Really? Go
But
ahead.
he purposely DM'd her to show her
Yes.
like he sets these rules, then he breaks them. Then when she gets upset, it's like, what are you upset for? Like, I didn't do anything.
Yeah, I did. All I did
That's not
was
what it was, blah blah blah. And it's like this, it is like a microaggression, but it's like he's trying to train her. Like we see on all these like Love and Marriage, we see where some of them are trained to listen to their husband and be obedient and things like that. That's what he's trying to do with her.
yeah,
So
I agree. I agree. And then if she gets mad or if she storms off like she did, she said, "Give me the keys." And he was saying, "No." She said, "Give me the keys right now. I'm leaving." And then he's like, "Well, why are you leaving?" "I just because we have people in common. It was no big deal." Then it looks like she's the one that's upset. No, absolutely. It's
and
absolutely an
his
abusive
tactic
tactic.
of not reacting,
Yes.
just sitting there
He's sitting there with his
emotionless,
hands folded.
like she's the crazy one. It's all part of the tactic. It's crazy.
Absolutely, absolutely. It's crazy, and these women are being manipulated. They're being
Hmm.
manipulated, y'all. This was the best. This was honestly the only other better one was if you had Shay's face. The smirk on Shay's face was just like, I told you, these men ain't no good. She said,
Shay wanted justification.
yes,
Shay wanted to feel like, okay, I'm not the only one that's going off. I'm not the only one that's crazy. Everybody else is crazy too. Shay just wanted justification.
yep.
Shay
And she got it. She said, "Oh my gosh, she's justified in her feelings." Yes. First Home said red pillars have deep resentment for women and they take it out on their partners.
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely. He resents the fact that she can do what she wants to do. Oh, absolutely. This was
Mhm.
I totally agree. And Shay wanted justification for how she was moving. And you see, now she got her finger in his face, and he's just sitting there with his arms folded, like it's no big deal. We got people in common. Yo, and I bet you they've had more than just the one or two conversations about or deal breaker conversations. She said, "No, we're done. We're done." Because if I and the truth is, you guys think about it. If she would have done that to him, if she would have DM'd Brent and said, "Hey, I really had a good time. Thank you for our date." Something simple, he would have had a fit. That's the issue. And I really believe that is totally the issue.
It is the issue. He knows it's an issue. He doesn't care. Like he's
Yeah.
purposely breaking the rules, disrespecting her so that she will start like fall in line, fall in place, but she's not
Hmm.
doing it. And it's like, at what point do you realize this girl don't want to be trained by you? She
Right.
don't want to fall in line. And at what point does she realize she don't want to fall in line and
That's what I'm
she
waiting
needs to move
for.
on?
I'm
So
waiting for Shay and Charlana to realize that you don't want to fall in line. That you're not going to keep. You're not going to keep doing this. You want a man that really wants to be introduce you to your family with Shay, and you don't want to be ruled or run over by another man. I just looked through a half a dozen articles and can't.
oh
What
sorry.
did Jay just say? And can't find Shorty's real. Yo, okay, y'all. So I think it was Kamisha Reviews. I was on there and I was like, but she's not. I have not heard this woman on the radio. Um,
Crystal, please.
have y'all and here in Atlanta? Have
You
y'all?
know,
Have y'all
Crystal
heard?
instigating.
I've not heard this woman on the radio, y'all. So
Oh my
listen, I
lord.
don't know Shorty's real
Oh my
name. She
lamb.
probably changed her name to Shorty on her birth certificate. No, I don't. I'm just
I
joking.
can't. I can't.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. This was mad fun. Thank you guys. Thank you first Tuber. Thank you guys, AWJ, Deborah, and thank you for our new viewers. Thank you guys. This was a lot of fun, y'all.
Oh, she found it. Phaleg Abraham. Okay.
Is that real, Jay?
Phaleg. I don't think I want to call her Phaleg though.
That's probably why she calls herself Shorty. She's East Indian. Okay.
Ciao.
What did what did what did Amelia say? If Shay doesn't get in line, her man will move on. Shay has more power. Here's the thing.
Mm.
Shay's man, Alfonso Ricky Rose, has moved on plenty of times. He's moved on and he's moved back. He's got he's got girls, they're out, and he's got ladies saying, get Fonzo, get Fonzo. And then he's got another woman say that this man is the love of my life. And then he's got
He's handing
he's got
women money, child.
he's
He
getting
taking the baby mama to Palm Springs. It was child.
like, listen, this man has moved on plenty of times. So it doesn't take anything. I think that she's just happy in her dysfunction. Shay is happy in her dysfunction. And until she wants to, hey Chloe,
Hey, Chloe.
until she wants to really understand that once you leave, you'll have better. And instead of just sitting there and taking it. What did we just say? Be happy in your red bottoms. She wants to. Mm-mm. She wants to.
Right. It's too much. I can't even talk straight. It's too much.
It's too
Thank
much.
y'all for tuning
And
in, y'all.
this is a lot. This was so funny.
Mm-hmm.
This was so funny. Like, are you, did you DM her? Did you DM her? I said I DM'd her. Yeah, I did.
And
So
look at him, like, what? What did I like? He looked like a little kid. Like,
what did I do
huh?
wrong?
I thought you told me to grab the crayon. I didn't know. Like, he knows exact. Like, he's purposely listen, and he don't even like that girl Milan. I'm sure he don't even like her. He's using her as a prop to get
Absolutely.
his way. So he
Absolutely. He don't even like that girl. He just want, oh, well, we had some friends in common. I did it for
he
business.
just want to push her just enough. He want to push Charlana's buttons just enough so that she will understand that he's the man, he's in control, and he just wants her to fall in line. And this is it's pretty disgusting. Oh
Wow.
wow, not a child. What not
Yes,
your
you did say that. I know.
not
That's why I
your
was like,
researching.
y'all DM us the research. I'm the main one that says no. I don't want the tea. I want the tea, but I don't want it to. I don't want to exploit the tea. I'm the main one, and look at me. Who is Charlie? I was like, who's Charlie? But yeah, that's what he calls her. Charlie is a bully To Otis?
No, it's the other
What?
way around.
No, that's totally the other way around. Stay home, stay tuned. How is she bullying him? No, this is the one time when she feels like she's got the upper hand.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to just say something right now. But he did embarrass them both because he could have said that to her off camera or when they were at the house. He waited till they were all together.
Yes, he was trying to. Oh my God. The women see it. I guess the men don't. But he was definitely trying to. It was tactic. It was so much tactic. Like saying it in front of everyone, then not reacting, then the emotionless reaction. What do you mean? Oh, no, I wouldn't have been upset if you did the same thing. Oh, no, no, it's. And she fell right into it. She fell right into it when she told I'm a DM Milan, so I can say
Yes.
hi. I can say it's like, girl, for what? Even Dr. Nicole said, no, girl, sit down somewhere.
Same thing, y'all. When you saw what did Shay say? Oh yeah, she should DM her. And I'm a DM. Oh, so you gonna DM my man, or my man's gonna DM you? I'll just DM her right back. Yeah, that was so funny, y'all. You guys, thank you. We've already said goodbye, but then we started talking some more. And stay tuned. I feel like you tried to get us to stay around.
He up to his own
tricks again, because you got us riled up saying that Charlana was a bully. I was like, what? It's the other way around. But thank you guys so much. This was a lot of fun. And next week is the reunion of what's it called? Not Put Her Night.
Ready to Love.
Ready to Love. Wait a minute. It's a two-parter, isn't it?
2 parts.
Okay, y'all. It's two-parter. So we end this. We gonna I don't know. We might have to. Maybe we might bring some people up this next time. Me and Michelle think about it, and get other people's opinion.
Yeah, but make sure you join us next week for Ready to Love. Put a ring on it. We'll be back here Sunday, same time, and we'll see you soon.
Yes, and please like and subscribe to Crystal Annette on YouTube and Misha Allen on YouTube. Thank you.